Good news for Oklahoma and Texas fans. OU and Texas will remain in the Big 12 through the end of June of 2025. But before we get into it, please go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments below. Conference expansion is always an ever-changing conversation, and OU and Texas are always in the spotlight of this conversation. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get into it. So, there's been a lot of reports coming out that Texas and Oklahoma will remain in the Big 12 through the end of June 2025. Now, you heard me at the beginning say that this is good for both OU and Texas fans. You might be asking why. Well, here's the reason. The deal is both programs are not SEC ready. OU probably being the farthest right now with the recent coaching change and everything else, Texas just being an ever so smidge ahead. But this just gives both programs and both fan bases even more time to prepare before you go play in a conference where everybody from top to bottom is elite of elite. And so waiting until June 1st, July 1st of 2025, this is going to be good for the conference. It's going to be good for both conferences. Brett Yormark told reporters at the Big 12 basketball tip-off they're going to be here through 25. And I think that's awesome that you're getting the buy-in from Yormark. And I'm sure there's going to be conversations about compensation or something since they're not leaving early and maybe sharing the bread basket a little more. Because we know that the Big 12 is bringing in 4 additional teams starting next season. And it's going to provide some fresh new talent for everybody to go out there and play and watch. I know I'm excited about it, right? Like, I'm excited to go travel to Orlando to go watch UCF or Cincinnati. I want to go to BYU. I want to go see those games before we leave. And so this gives Oklahoma fans more time to figure that out. Additionally, it gives Oklahoma State and Oklahoma even more time to figure out this rivalry issue that we're having and getting it scheduled every single year, even though we're not going to be in the same conference. Because with OU leaving the Big 12, it highly benefits Oklahoma State for us not to be playing each other. But then Oklahoma State wants to put it on Oklahoma like it's our fault that we don't want to schedule, right? No, like we want to schedule that game. The thing is, Oklahoma State schedules an FCS opponent every single year. They could easily take that game out and replace it with Oklahoma. They just don't want to. It'd give you a good out-of-conference opponent. But Brett Yormark continued to tell the media that they've committed themselves in advance of me getting here, and they have reiterated that commitment multiple times. So they'll be here through the duration of the grant rights, and my relationship with both Texas and Oklahoma is very, very strong, and they are full members, and we're looking forward to working with them. So you got to be looking at this and going, how does the SEC feel about this? Because we hear of USC and UCLA jumping to the Big Ten in 2024. And I know I was one of those people that certainly thought the SEC did not want to fall behind. And they were going to do everything they could to get OU and Texas pulled in a little early. Now, on the SEC side, it's better because as you have Tennessee rising up, Mississippi State's having an incredible season. You have Texas A&M putting up these good recruiting classes. Maybe we get to see a change in the SEC before 2 new big dogs come into that conference. Maybe we get to see a little bit more parity in the SEC conference. All I know is I'm excited. I don't know about y'all. Y'all are going to have to jump down in the comments below and let me know. But I'm really excited to watch what the new Big 12 schedule is going to look like. Well, I guess you could say the Big 14. Because with the addition of BYU, Central Florida, Cincinnati, and Houston, there's just a lot of good things to come out of this. I can now go to OU versus Houston and then go jump on a cruise ship in Galveston, go on a cruise for 7 days, and then come back. It's going to be amazing. And for those of you OU and Texas fans, enjoy this time. Because I know for Oklahoma fans specifically, it's not going to be the best idea to jump ship right away to go to the SEC when we're having it's not a rebuilding year, but it's a retooling year and an adjustment year for a lot of these players and this coaching staff. This is going to give us time to get back to that elite level play that we're used to, and get recruiting classes in there that we know are going to be able to withstand SEC ball. Conference schedule is going to look a lot different. We get some time to get K-State back. I'll be curious to see what a 9-league schedule in the Big 12 is going to look like with Oklahoma and Texas, if they're going to go back into divisions, and what it's going to look like for the next 2 years. But go ahead and jump down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about Oklahoma and Texas staying in the Big 12 to 2025? Are you excited? Are you not? Now that we're here, what's one game from any of the 4 new teams, BYU, Central Florida, Cincinnati, or Houston, that you're most excited to see OU or Texas play?